and welcome to my channel. My name is Karuna and today I'm going to show you how to prepare spicy cookies. So let's take a look at the ingredients and let's get started. You will need 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of chickpea flour, 1/4 cup of finely chopped coriander leaves, mint leaves, curry leaves and green chilies. You can pretty much chop up the quantities as per your choice. If you need it a little spicier, you can add little extra green chilies, and if you want the cookies to be less spicy, you can add little less green chilies. And 1 stick of salted butter. Since we are using salted butter, we'll not be adding any extra salt in this recipe. In order to prepare the cookie dough, here I am using a stand mixer with a paddle attachment. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer as well. If you don't have both stand mixer or a hand mixer, you can simply use a bowl and a ladle and make the dough. To start off, I'll just beat the butter until it's nice and fluffy. The butter that I'm using here is at room temperature. Once the butter is nice and fluffy, add in the finely chopped ingredients, chickpea flour and the all-purpose flour. Now mix all these ingredients until everything is blended well and we have a firm soft dough. There's no need to add any additional water for preparing the dough. We can easily prepare a firm soft dough with just the ingredients that we have already added. Once you have the dough ready, you can taste a tiny bit of dough and add if anything is missing. I'll not be adding anything extra because I tasted the dough and it was perfect for preparing the cookies. Finally, this dough is ready and you can easily prepare this dough in less than 2 minutes. The dough is of this consistency and this consistency is perfectly fine to form our cookies. I'll just lightly knead this dough, and once the dough is ready, I'll use a baking tray lined with an aluminium foil and start preparing the cookies. In order to prepare the cookies, just squeeze out a lemon-sized dough, something of this size. Roll it between your palms until it forms a perfect ball and just flatten it out on the top. The cookie should be of this size and this thickness. With the ingredients that I had used, I was able to prepare approximately 14 cookies. Try to place the cookies little bit away from each other so that while baking, even if they expand, they'll have sufficient space to expand without sticking to each other. Once you have all the cookies ready, just take a fork and prick each cookie in the middle, something like this. Make sure your fork goes all the way through. This avoids any cracking in the cookies. Preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit, and while the oven is preheating, we can keep this tray in the refrigerator. Once the oven is preheated to 350 Fahrenheit, place this cookie tray inside the oven. We'll have to bake these cookies for about 15 to 20 minutes in 350 Fahrenheit. But make sure you start checking these cookies after 10 minutes so that nothing gets burnt. I have removed these cookies from the oven and I've let these cookies cool for about an hour. I had to bake these cookies for about 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes of baking, these cookies have baked completely. They've got a nice brown color on the top as well as on the bottom. These cookies smell amazing and I was able to taste one cookie and it was absolutely delicious. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you ever try out this recipe, please let me know how it turns out. If you have any questions or comments, please put it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.